Here's a fact about Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is a video game franchise starring, well, take a guess. As Sonic, you dash through levels. But there's a lot of debate on which Sonic game is the best. But the only right answer is Sonic Heroes. In opinion, it is my fact that it is the only good Sonic game. And in this first episode of Facts About Season 3, I'm going to explain why.
What goes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground. See the world spinning upside down. A mighty crash without a sound. I can feel your every rage. Step aside, I'll turn the page. Breaking through your crazy maze. Like a laser beam, my eyes on you. Watch me rule the night away. Watch me save the day. Feel my storm is getting close. Heading your way.
Sonic Heroes is actually my first ever Sonic game, and I promise you, I don't like it because of nostalgia. I will admit that I'm not good at the game, you're watching my footage right now, but I think I've played enough to get a good grasp on the game. The gimmick of this game is that you get to play as 3 Sonics at once, each with their own abilities. There's the speed type, which goes fast, so fast everyone else can catch up. There's Flying, who, flies, and then the power type, who uses the others as punching gloves. Knuckles, you have spiked gloves. Speaking of Knuckles, why did I call everyone their functions instead of their names? Well, that's because Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles aren't the only playable sets of characters. We also have Shadow, Rouge, and E102 Omega, Amy, Cream, and Big, and the Chaotix, Espio, Charmy, and Vector. People criticize the game for requiring the player to beat the same game 4 times in order to beat the game, but I argue that the game is so good that you'll want to play through it 4 times. There's also a lot of pretty cool levels that you won't see in other games, let alone Sonic, like Casino Park and Frog Fortress. Also a really cool level up system to make your guys stronger, and that's pretty much it. And you may be like, John Facts, there's a whole rest of this video. How can that be it? Well, to make sure that I don't get a bunch of comments saying, what about this game? Or how about this game? Or clearly you've never played this game, I will also be doing reviews of every single Sonic game I've ever played to show these losers why this one stays at the top. Now, I haven't played every Sonic game, so don't expect games like Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal or Sonic and Knuckles to show up here. Oh, also, here on out, I will be listing every game in order of appearance. Let's get this race started. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is basically just Puyo Puyo. If I were to rank these, this would be second place. It's a solid puzzle game that lets you chain crazy combos and such, but like, it's not really a Sonic game. Sonic's not even in it. Also, like, if you want to play a Puyo Puyo game, there's better ones out there with more content. All this has is a single player campaign with enemy AI, so bullshit I can't even get past the second level. Puyo Puyo Tetris actually has Sonic, by the way. So that makes it more of a Sonic game than this one. Anyways, onward to the actual Sonic games. Sonic the Hedgehog Drift is Sega the Hedgehog's response to Mario Kart, and the developers sure did not want you to see that. Literally, I can't see shit. I'm only able to navigate because of the minimap. It's like driving in fog. Speaking of driving, why is Sonic in a car? He's good enough at running on his feet. There's no reason for him to be in a car, and don't say it's because he wants to prove he's the fastest even in a car, or the race organizers required him to be in a car, or he wants a fair fight, or he wants to rest his legs, or they didn't want to animate him running, or it's a video game. Why is he in a car? It doesn't matter. Game's bad. But here's something weird. Amy's car is just alive, which is not explained or brought up again in any way. Do you think he got sent to Scrap Brain Yard Zone? Sonic Labyrinth is a maze-type game where Sonic has to navigate a, level. Sorry, I can't come up with a better word. But the twist here is that Sonic is really slow. Except when he spin dashes, then he goes all over the place. What the fuck? When they wanted to make Mario not jump, they invented a new guy called Zelda. Nah, I'm just kidding, I know his name is Link, but actually playing this game, it's actually one of the weirdest Sonic games yet because of another mechanic. You may wonder why it's called Sonic Labyrinth. Well, because of the Minotaur, and not like a robot Minotaur, like the actual Minotaur from Greek mythology. The Minotaur is invincible and will instantly kill Sonic if they collide. Knowing that Pyramid Head and Nemesis exist today, it's really fucking weird seeing Sonic the Hedgehog use this idea first. Too bad it was in Sonic fucking Labyrinth, and not a good game like Sonic Heroes. Sonic has to obtain the Chaos Emeralds in order to defeat the Minotaur, and everyone's happy. But I think the ending you get when you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds is more interesting. A time card appears saying 20 years later, and then it cuts to an old Sonic and Amy with wedding rings sitting in rocking chairs. Then all of a sudden, the Minotaur comes back, then it cuts to black. That is wild. It basically confirms Son Amy is canon. Why does no one ever bring this up? Oh wait. It's probably because they have to play Sonic Labyrinth, but that's pretty much it for this game. Sonic the Hedgehog Schoolhouse is Sonic teach the player about things. To be completely honest, I played this game as a joke. I'm a grown-ass fact spreader. I don't need dumb, stupid, poo-poo baby games to learn things. I have definitely unbiased streamers who know how the world works for that. The game has you in the hopefully titular Sonic Schoolhouse. You can learn a lot of things, like math with living numbers, which has weird Sonic lore implications that I'd rather not get into, but like, these things have no mouth, and they have to scream. They also have no noses. How do they breathe? Did Dr. Eggman create them? Are they willing participants in this game? When you collect a number and then put it on the chalkboard, does it die? And if so, does it want to die? They don't resist. Why don't these living numbers exist in any other Sonic game? Ian Flint, get on it. I want to see a comic about these fuckers. There's also unlockable field trips. These are nothing special, just really short documentaries about different animals. It's basic things you'd see in like a little Einstein tape, like cows having 4 stomachs. Except for the 5-minute long segment where a goat gives birth, but other than that, it is standard affair. Oh yeah, you can also do a reading game, which is similar to the math one, except it's balloons with pictures instead of Am's latest victim. Wait, if you can use the balloons in the reading game, why use these poor numbers for the math? What the fuck? Finally, you can go on a Sonic Adventure. Speaking of which, no, fuck. Sonic Adventure is the one after the next one, my bad. Eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed that I didn't talk about the original Genesis games. This was because I played a specific version of the games. I wanted to find the best way to play these games, and my conclusions were the best one was Sonic Jam. Unfortunately, I do not have a Sega Saturn. They are pretty hard to come by. Luckily, I have the way more common Gamecom system, which has a port of Sonic Jam. So we're going to be playing that instead, and oh boy. Let's start with the positives. You can play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. It's really cool to see what would become the team system in Sonic Heroes, but that's everything this game gets right. This thing plays like shit. I cannot control the character for the life of me. The screen is super zoomed in too, and fucking listen to it. But the thing that gets me is that this is what Sonic's legacy is built off of. This is patient zero of this entire franchise, and it's fucking bad. This doesn't really give me hope for the future of this franchise. Sorry, not sorry. Also, you want to know the worst part? Each game only has 1 level in it, which is 3 levels in total, and it's all grass type levels, unlike Sonic Heroes with 14 different stages with unique themes. I'm gonna be straight up, I think these are the worst games, not just Sonic game. The facts about deniers will come after me for this, but I don't care. The people need to know. Sonic Adventure started off pretty strong. I was dashing through this beach as Sonic. It was pretty fun. It was just like Sonic Heroes, except when I noticed my shoe was untied. I let go of the controller to tie them, and then this happened. What the fuck? Why are there glitches in my Sonic game? This is bullshit! Well, the Sonic levels are a bust, so I used a mod to unlock the other characters, and I decided to play as the best character of these 6, Big the Cat. Don't get too excited, Big. There's at least 3 characters better than you in Heroes, and I gotta say, why did they put a fishing minigame in Sonic? The game where you go fast. This is stupid. You facts about deniers may say, oh, play Adventure 2, it's better. But if the fishing levels are there, no thank you. Shadow the Hedgehog is like Sonic Heroes, but one member of your team is replaced with a gun. And also, only Shadow is playable. The other team member is not playable at all, which sucks. The game also has a weird clunkiness that wasn't in Heroes or even Adventure. My biggest problem, really, is that it's so short. Only 7 levels? Also, for some reason, they kill Eggman off in such an unceremonious way. Shadow just gives him the karate chop. This is probably why the next mainline title, assuming Shadow even counts as one, rebooted the whole series. Oh yeah, also aliens are there? This goes nowhere. Most Sonic games would have, like, the leader be the final boss instead of Eggman, but I guess not. This really should have been, like, Sonic Heroes 2 or something. Sonic X for the Leapster is by far the stupidest Sonic game. The plot is Eggman gets mad that people are talking about Sonic instead of him, so he sends out his math bots to stop Sonic from... This game is a 2D platformer where Sonic is tasked with collecting these numbers that move like they're alive. Okay, so what? The fucking numbers from Sonic's Schoolhouse Return? And they don't have eyes? Why are they alive, Sega? Why the fuck did you make them alive? There was no reason to make the numbers alive, Sega. People debate whether or not humans should exist in Sonic. I have a better one for you. Should these numbers that live in constant agony be in Sonic games? Is this some sick, twisted joke? But one thing's for certain, Sonic Heroes didn't have these abominations. Just regular numbers. Besides that, the game is very meh. There's just some very bland platforming, but it's literally baby's first Sonic game, so are you really surprised? I don't have anything else to say about it. Hey, let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live, except not really, because I already did this bit. Let's try another one. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways. And that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your little clever comment was about to bring down upon you. Maybe you would have held your fucking tongue, but you couldn't. You didn't, and now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you, and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo. Actually, as I read this, I realized it doesn't really make any sense because Sonic 06 didn't make a clever comment. Oh, I know! Hey, Sonic 06, insult me! Your facts are false! Oh, you're dead! Hannibal! Oh, no, wait, I already did that one too. What else can I do? Maybe I could, review the game? Yeah, that works! To be honest, this game is kind of overhated. Not that it's good, but I think people calling it one of the worst games of all time are exaggerating. It's not even the worst Sonic game. Unless you've been skipping around, you know what game that honor goes to. To address the elephant in the room, the animal not the Sonic OC, the game is very buggy. There's also 9 playable characters, luckily none of which fish. But some of them are still weird, like Tails doesn't homing attack, he throws bombs that look like ring capsules. You'd think that might have been like a reused asset and it's not meant to be a ring capsule, but when they explode, rings scatter, so what? If you're disappointed that this isn't a rage-induced meltdown, well, be disappointed no longer. Grrr! Why is Sonic dating a human? Grrr! That's all I got. Last thing to note, this is my second ever Sonic game. This and Heroes were the only games I played as a child, and hoo boy, you can see why I didn't play much Sonic after that, but let's move on to some other games. A Sonic RPG is a weird idea, and as someone who doesn't like RPGs because I have to wait a second for someone to attack the other guy and my rotted brain can't wait that long, I thought these games were supposed to be fast. What the fuck? And this game is no different. It's so slow, and this story is bad. I know Sonic games aren't really story heavy, but RPGs are well known for their stories. Also, this game was developed by BioWare, critically acclaimed developers of Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem. I expect them to do better than this. Also, I did some digging and found out this shit was stolen from someone who worked on the comics. The Echidna characters bear copyright infringing resemblances to characters created and owned by one Ken Penders. And when Penders took legal action for this, his case was thrown out! What bullshit! I would support Ken in his independent works, but I don't really care about the story of Sonic the Hedgehog, even if it's legally distinct characters. But if you do, he created a comic called the Lara Sue Chronicles, which despite not reading it, gets my stamp of approval. Better than this crappy DS RPG, that's for sure. So saying that I played Sonic Freeriders is kind of a lie, because this game uses the Xbox 360's Kinect camera, which uses your body movements. Unfortunately, I am a mere PNG who can't move his arms. This is a bad move on Microsoft's part for discluding such an integral part of their audience. I'm joking, of course, I'm flesh, glass, and blood like the rest of you, but with how this game reads inputs, I might as well be a PNG, because oh boy does this game not function! And this is such a weird roster, like who's Jet the Hawk? Why do these games add unnecessary characters? Unlike Mario, which has a small consistent cast of characters such as Prince Florian, Toadsworth, and Lord Crump. There's nothing else to say about this game because, well, I can't play it. Though I doubt it would have been good anyway. So I played the PC port because who bought a Wii U, am I right? And I gotta say, whoever at Sega made the diagram showing the controls at the start really did a good job. Such a good job, I didn't even look at the controls. Unfortunately, that's where my weirdly specific praises end. Sonic Lost World's level design is really fucking weird. And I'm not talking about its structure, I'm also talking about how it looks. It looks like a weird knockoff of Minecraft. Speaking of knocking off, this game wants to be Mario Galaxy so bad. There's small orbs that have individual gravity like Galaxy and I mean that's really all you need. But the worst part of this game, oh boy, the worst part of this game, you can't even run. Yeah, the thing that Sonic is known for, not in the fucking game. It's Sonic Labyrinth all over again. At least it was the main draw of that game. The levels are designed like you're supposed to run. Is there like some sort of secret cheat code that no one told me about? Why did Sega not make this Blue Blur run? There's no excuse! Need I say more? I will be perfectly honest. Sonic Forces released at a dark time for me. You see, around 2007, I saw this game cover for a Sonic Heroes 2 on an internet forum. It was so cool. Showcasing Sonic, Shadow, and Silver running beside each other. It was awesome. I can't find it now, but bear with me. I waited years and years until 2017 when Sonic Forces was released. I wondered what was taking Sega so long. My then friend, now husband, George Fax, told me that it was likely a hoax. I was devastated by this news. After some support from George and my therapist, I decided in 2022 to collaborate with the Litter channel to create facts about, so I can spread only the truest of facts and make sure no one falls for misinformation again. But you know what didn't help with my recovery? Sonic Forces itself, because it is not good. It does a lot of things better than other games. Does it make it good? Of course, every game I've played with 2D Sonic, or as Sega likes to call him, Classic Sonic, this one's the best. Once again, not good, but they're getting there. But there's also modern Sonic who plays nothing like he does in Heroes, and has this boost button which lets him beat the entire game. Apparently this was in a few of the previous mainline games like Generations and Unleashed, so I guess I'm definitely not playing those. There's also you! You can make your own Sonic. You may be wondering what my Sonic looks like, and well, none of your goddamn business, government spy. Anyway, this is just Sonic with a gun. You'd think they'd learn that was a mistake from Shadow, but I guess not. Also, the story sucks. Deadass, there is a point where Eggman sends you and Sonic into the void, and you'd think the next level would have you navigate the void to get out, but nope. You just run really fast at the start and get out immediately, which is really stupid. Kinda like this game, so it fits. Sonic Frontiers was John Sonic's apology for Sonic Forces, and I do not accept it. I can forgive a lot of things, such as weird pop-in, the fact these obstacle courses are here for no reason, the designs of the cyberspace levels are from other games, the fact that the game looks like Sega hired this man, or the fact that they brought fishing and boosting back. I can deal with that. What tips me over the edge is the fact that Eggman asks Sage what her preferred pronouns are. I can handle Eggman being a feminist, but this is too far. And these bosses are fucking stupid and extremely style over substance. I try to parry the attacks, but I just can't get the timing right. And this is supposed to be one of the good ones. Pathetic. Wait a minute. These weird alien guys, they look like the number 1. Oh my god! These are the original living numbers! Why are they canon, Sega? What the fuck? What the fuck? It is in my opinion that this franchise is fundamentally flawed, and anyone who likes Sonic is just a nostalgic, obsessed loser who should be publicly shunned from society. Also, since someone's gonna ask, I have not seen any of the Sonic movies, but I heard the upcoming one might be an adaptation of Sonic Heroes, and a remake might be coming out. If this is the case, then I will be there day one. But until then, I don't want anything to do with this franchise. I hate that hedgehog! I can't believe this rat got into Smash Brothers before Mario! If you liked the video, like the video, subscribe to the Litter channel, and make sure to curb stomp your local Sonic fan. Next time, we'll be talking about how Kinger from the Amazing Digital Circus is a good character. There's no reason for him to be a car. There's no reason for him to be a car. He's not a car. He's not a fucking car! These are nothing special, just really short documentaries about different animals. It's basic things you'd see in a litter... I was about to say Litter Einstein.